Hello everyone, how you guys doing? Today we're gonna talk about some games. As you can tell by the title, specifically we're gonna talk about games that defined me. As you know, I am really very passionate about games. So we're gonna talk about the games that uh, built me up while growing up. So here are 10 games which still I feel are bangers of games and even if you play today you're gonna have the same amount of fun even though the graphics aren't as good compared to what it holds today. But yeah, without ado, let's start. So starting off with number 10, we have Mortal Kombat 4. Now I know there were a lot of better games than this back then, but I really fell in love with this one for its amazing combos and fatalities. For example, like look at these clips over here of these fatalities. Back then, we didn't really have controllers, so me and my brothers would play 1v1 on the same keyboard, and the experience, I'll tell you, it was fire. Moving on to number 9, we have Cricket 07. Now, before I talk anything about the gameplay, let me tell you the soundtrack of this game absolutely slaps so hard that it's still on my mind to this day. Now, I really can't play it here because of copyright issues, but yeah, you get it. You can listen to it. Now, coming to the gameplay for you cricket lovers out there, it is an absolute treat, and I personally have more fun playing this game than the latest ones like Cricket 22. The Ashes is the one of the best mode, and I have like easily like 40 to 50 hours on this game, which is not a lot, but back then it was actually quite an achievement. And the Ashes scenarios is what hooks me up to this game every time I come back to it and never get bored of it. And during the World Cup times or the IPL times, I pretty seldom go back to it and have a lot of fun with this one. And at number 8, we have Pokemon Red or Blue. Now, I know this should have been a little up on the list, but there are few other games which I really feel are connected better to them personally. But yeah, this game requires no introduction. It's the best Pokemon you will ever find out there because Game Freak couldn't be bothered to make better games anymore. This game is a turn based fight RPG and is so well designed for its time that I absolutely was obsessed with Pokemon. I love the kind of games where you can't enter a specific area until you get something done and then you come back to it with the right equipment and Pokemon gets it just right. The gym trainers, the random duels with people, it just gets everything right and at the same time hasn't gotten anything right since then, sadly. At number 7, we have Max Payne 2, The Fall of Max Payne. This game by Remedy was way ahead of its time. What makes this one hell of a game is its gun mechanics, its bullet dodge slow mo being the best feature for me, and it had me hooked up till the end of the game and would recommend this game to anybody even today. Now I know the game looks a little muddy for today's time, but Remedy are reportedly working on the Max Payne remix, which I'm very excited for and cannot wait to play. Number 6, we have a very special game, Total Overdose. This game is like no other. The gameplay, the slow-mo bullet dodge like Max Payne, but better, and it's open world. The story keeps you hooked up right from the beginning till the end, and the level design is so unique and non-repetitive like most of the games today that I'm sure you're never gonna get bored of it. And oh, how could I forget the soundtrack? Man, it absolutely slaps cheeks. And this one is a total recommended, and you should play it, give it a try even today. You're gonna love it. At number 5, we have Battlefield 3. So, Battlefield 3 was one of the first SD games I've played in my life, and let me tell you, this game dropped my jaws as to how great games can look while still maintaining the story and gameplay. I know compared to games today it's not much, but boy oh boy, I was mind blown by it. But talking about Battlefield games overall, I think Battlefield 3 is the best and the one that got it most right as to what they stand for. I would still recommend this game to anyone with low end PC with a decent GPU, that is. You will be mind blown by it. I guarantee it. At number 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Here is where I fell in love with first person shooters. Now, what I'm about to say might be a hot take, but this Call of Duty is the best Call of Duty game in the entire franchise. The Call of Duty games used to be so good because we used to be so invested in the characters that we actually cared for them and used to worry what happened to them and rooting for them that they succeeded. But what makes this game so special and iconic even to this day is the mission called All Gilead Up, which is a stealth mission and it has you on its toes the entire time and ends with the iconic Ferris wheel that everyone is fond of. So if you're looking to dive into FPS games, here is a perfect example of a perfect game and you should totally go for it. So coming to the top 3, we have GTA Vice City. Stop the booze cause it's not going to be San Andreas. I know you think it's better. I think San Andreas is better too. But the amount of goofy ass shit you can do in Vice City is second to none. And the number of hours I've put in this game and the number of times I've beat it, it's just ridiculous because it's just so much fun to play. Rockstar managed to accomplish so much with this, with so little in this game, it's mind blowing. The map was so freaking good despite being so small that they're bringing it back in GTA 6. Most of the games today, people beat it once and then don't look at it again. But games like Vice City, where you can do the most goofiest shit for 100 plus hours and not get bored, is what makes a game epic. The variety of missions, the story, the character, GTA Vice City just gets everything right. Except the part where you can't swim. But you can do this. See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Go give it a try if you haven't already. At number 2, we have Need for Speed Most Wanted. With this, I know most of you will agree with me because this surpassed expectations. The story being simple and straightforward is what made the game amazing. The amazing BMW M3 GTR is the most iconic car this world has ever seen and still to date is being used in games because everyone knows how special it always will be to the players. Now, gameplay wise, everything was smooth and perfect, the racing, the bosses, the customization, everything. Now, one would think, how would anyone top this off? Now, EA was not new to the police chase system, but the implementation in this game of it was top notch and is the most thrilling thing to be put in a video game. I still remember messing up and getting busted so many times at a higher heat level because of how intense it is, and if a game is able to accomplish that, then it is a must play. Numero uno, Prince of Persia Warrior Within. I know this is like a wild entry over here, but and that maybe nobody saw that coming, but if you have played this gem of a game, then you will know that it is sitting at its righteous spot. Prince of Persia is everything I want in a game and more. Time travel, enemy variety, level design variety, you name it. The story is so beautifully written and I want to give you no spoilers because once you figure out what is happening, you will be in awe. In fact, the whole of Prince of Persia series is amazing and it's very sad it was discontinued until this year, which was launched with The Lost Crown, but not as good as they once were. My most favorite part about this game is when a monster named Dhaka starts chasing us and it gets my heart pounding so hard every single time, and with the amazing soundtrack it has, it makes it a just perfect game with the whole package. So there you have it. That was my top 10 list of games. Now I get it that your list would be completely different from mine because my list is what defined me as a kid when I played games, but I would definitely love to hear what your top 10 is. So please feel free to drop them in the comments because even I would want to try what you guys played and what you experienced so that I can experience it for myself. So yeah, please go on in the comments and please let me know what your games are. and I tried something new here with this video. I really hope you liked it. Just let me know that too. If you all did, then I'll try to make more such videos like this. And yeah, until the next one, it's goodbye from me.